As skinfluencers, we talk a lot about sunscreen and the importance of it in our routine. Sunscreen is the essential. Everybody needs it, we all know that, but I think a lot of people are still hesitant to use it, especially every single day. They question whether you should use it if you're not leaving the house, if it's cloudy, rainy, or snowy. There's still just so many people that don't want to use it. And I think what it comes down to is that sunscreen that we all remember in our heads, that beach and pool sunscreen that is so thick and greasy and feels like it's causing us to break out. But guys, we've moved so far from that. There are sunscreen formulas out there that are so elegant that I get excited to use them every single day. Some of them are the perfect way to end your routine. They are so lightweight on the skin. They are beautiful. They are glowy. They add some coverage to your skin. There's so many different formulas out there. And no matter what you're looking for, I think you can find your favorite. There are so many sunscreen recommendations out there from so many different people. And I feel like I just haven't really sat down and said what my favorites are. We talk a lot about sunscreen on this channel, but I don't really know if I've ever sat down and really been like, these are my favorites. So guess what? We're doing that today. I have a bunch of different options for you all, so let's get right into it. Okay, so we have all different types. Here with me today, I have mineral sunscreens, chemical sunscreens, body sunscreens, face sunscreens, spray sunscreens, literally some of everything. You can really use whatever sunscreen you want on your face as well as your body. It just depends on really the packaging of it, because sometimes the sunscreen comes in like a little tiny tube versus like a giant tube for the body, so it just kind of depends. But a lot of sunscreens you can use wherever you like. Just as a reference, there are different types of sunscreens. There's chemical sunscreens and mineral sunscreens. One isn't better than the other, really just as a preference. Both are totally fine. And it's just about finding one that you would like and one that you would really wear every single day. There is the conversation about reef safe, and really reef safe isn't really a thing. Mineral sunscreens, especially zinc oxide, it's not really more reef safe than chemical sunscreens. That's a big myth in the skincare community. And also there's no toxic chemical sunscreen out there. Again, it's just a preference. A lot of times mineral sunscreens are preferred for people with sensitive skin, and I do think that's true. Zinc oxide is really a great ingredient that is great for sensitive skin, and a lot of times mineral sunscreens won't exacerbate any like acne or breakouts that you might have. But besides that, like I said, just a preference. All right, let's see what our first sunscreen is. First sunscreen I would like to mention is one that got me really excited to start using sunscreen every single day, and that is the BIORE UV Watery Essence. Korean sunscreens, Japanese sunscreens, those are the way to go. The BIORE UV Watery Essence specifically is a Japanese sunscreen. It is like no sunscreen that you've tried before. If you are fearful of the way that sunscreen sits on your skin, the way it feels on the skin, this one is not heavy whatsoever. This one is literally like water, like a serum you're putting in your skin. It is so lightweight and so elegant on the skin. You don't feel this whatsoever. It's a beautiful consistency, blends into the skin effortlessly, absolutely no white cast whatsoever. When my friends are hesitant to start using sunscreen every day, I turn them to this one because I know that every single person out there would really love this sunscreen, just like the formulation of it. It is so beautiful. This one specifically is really high in alcohol, but don't be afraid of that whatsoever. I know some people with sensitive skin really stray away from that, but keep in mind, the alcohol in sunscreen acts as a delivery agent, and oftentimes alcohol evaporates off the skin so quickly that I don't think it's going to irritate your skin whatsoever. Absolutely amazing choice for a sunscreen. It's a sunscreen that I will constantly compare every sunscreen to just because it is so beautiful. Absolutely amazing, and I can never remember who was the first person that recommended that sunscreen to me. It was either James Welsh or Michelle Phan. I think it might have been Michelle Phan though, because I remember Michelle Phan at the time recommended so many different types of Japanese sunscreens, and I was blown away by all of them, but that one specifically was just like mind-blowing. Beautiful, beautiful formula. Okay, next one I wanted to recommend, let's just stick to chemical sunscreens right now, and then we'll move into the other ones. So another chemical sunscreen I was blown away by is this one. This is by Paula's Choice. This is the Youth Extending Daily Hydrated Fluid. This is an SPF of 50, and it is so lightweight on the skin. It's literally like water. Let me just put it on the skin for you all to see how liquidy and drippy it is. Amazing, amazing formulation. You won't feel this on the skin whatsoever. It's a little mattifying, but I don't mind it whatsoever. I normally grab a sunscreen that's gonna make me extra glowy because I just love a glow, but this one is just so comfortable on the skin that I'm just reaching for this all the time. This one includes antioxidants, and you know from previous videos that I love to incorporate antioxidants in the morning, especially in sunscreens, because the pairing of the two is so good. Absolutely love this one. It blends in beautifully. You're gonna find that chemical sunscreens tend to not leave a white cast, so chemical sunscreens will work for all skin tones, and they're so elegant on the skin. I mean, this one is so good. Another sunscreen I wanted to recommend is the Everyday Humans Resting Beach Face Sunscreen. This is a beautiful sunscreen. It is marketed as a serum sunscreen, but do not get it twisted. This is not a sunscreen you apply in your serum step. You still apply it at the end of your routine. I think when they say that, they're really just talking about the consistency of the formula. It feels very serum-y, like it's so lightweight that it would almost feel like a serum, but you still put it last. When I was testing this out, I was so impressed. It was so beautiful on the skin. It gave the skin a really beautiful glow, super lightweight, didn't feel it at all. It really reminds me of the Neutrogena serum sunscreen. That one has a little peachy tint to it. They feel extremely similar, but I do find that more people say that the Neutrogena sunscreen really stings their eyes. I have never heard that about the Everyday Humans one. If you've tried that, this one is totally comparable. They are very, very similar. Definitely love that. I ran out of that so fast just because I was using it constantly. It was a beautiful finish on the skin. I will definitely be repurchasing that sunscreen. It was fantastic. All right, let's move on to mineral sunscreens. And we'll just continue right on with Paula's Choice because Paula's Choice has some great options for you. A mineral sunscreen that I absolutely love from the brand is the Superlight Wrinkle Defense SPF 30. It's a mineral sunscreen and it has a very slight tint to it. You're gonna find that a lot of mineral sunscreens out there will leave a white cast, oftentimes a very extreme white cast. So a lot of mineral sunscreens will give you a tiny bit of a tint to really diminish the white cast that you can get. Obviously, sometimes the tint doesn't work for all skin tones, so you really just gotta find one that works best for you. This one has a very light tone, so I don't know if it's gonna work for deeper skin tones, but it's kind of hard to tell. I've seen it work for some people. It's an SPF 30, like I said. You want SPF 30 or higher. It's a 100% mineral sunscreen with zinc oxide as the main ingredient, and it is so nice and like kind of silky on the skin. I did a full day wear test of the sunscreen and I was extremely impressed. Mineral sunscreens sometimes make me feel a little bit more matte. This one was extremely glowy in the beginning. I really enjoyed the finish of it. It became a little more matte with each application, but I didn't mind it whatsoever. And by the end of the day, I'm looking busted anyways. Mineral sunscreens also sometimes don't blend into the beard nicely, but I found that this one pretty much did. It blended in pretty effortlessly. I was very impressed. Definitely pick this one up if you're looking for a mineral sunscreen. It is absolutely amazing. Probably my all-time favorite mineral sunscreen ever is this one by COLORESCIENCE. This is the Total Protection Face Shield in Glow. It's an SPF 50. Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful. It gives your skin the most beautiful finish. It has such a beautiful glow. It's not like glittery whatsoever. Like it doesn't actually have like shimmer to it. Does that make sense? It's like shiny and glowy without being like shimmery or glittery. A beautiful finish. Not heavy on the skin whatsoever. This formula is really liquidy and really lightweight. A beautiful formulation. This one might actually also be just my favorite sunscreen in general. I will grab this every single day, and it's just because of how beautiful it makes me. This has a very sheer coverage. It's not going to cover anything like severe acne or severe pigmentation, but it just evens out your skin really, really well. This is like my baby. Last mineral sunscreen for today is the Hero Cosmetics Force Shield Superlight Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF of 30. You probably saw my review of this on my channel. If not, I will leave it linked up above. I really broke this down and did a full wear test with the sunscreen, and I was highly, highly impressed. This one is really interesting, and I have been really, really happy with it. It's a 100% mineral sunscreen with zinc oxide as the main ingredient. This one is made with acne-prone skin in mind for so many different reasons. One, like I said, zinc oxide is really great if you have acne. Mineral sunscreens, they're not going to exacerbate that acne. This one also has a green tint, which really diminishes any redness that you have. It's pretty lightweight too, and shears out really, really well. You can probably see that green tint. I find that this one does have a tiny bit of a white cast, but I felt like after you let it sit for a second, like just let it chill, that white cast does die down. I've been very happy with this one recently. Make sure to go check out that review. I also wanted to mention a hybrid sunscreen. This one is beautiful. This actually includes both chemical and mineral filters in it. I know, it's crazy. This one is really elegant in formulation. They have an untinted and a tinted version. I've tried both and I've been really impressed with both. The tinted I find on my skin tone is a little orange, but I did find that the untinted also really didn't have a white cast. So it just depends on what you want. What I love about this one is going to be so good if you have acne. This is a sunscreen that has added ingredients in it that are just amazing. So aside from those sunscreen filters, this includes both niacinamide and lactic acid. Ooh, eh? The niacinamide and the lactic acid are going to be so good for just really helping out that overall complexion. This sunscreen is marketed for those with acne-prone skin, rosacea, and hyperpigmentation. I absolutely love this. This is one that's recommended from me constantly. Elta MD is an amazing sunscreen brand with so many options for you. I've tried many from them and they are all really, really nice. Elta MD is the sunscreen brand that's also recommended by so many dermatologists out there. Definitely a favorite for a reason. All right, now let's get into my favorite way to reapply sunscreen throughout the day, and that is with a sunscreen spray. This one specifically is from BIORE. It's called the Sunny Side Up Sunscreen Mist. This one's a little newer to me, but I've just really been impressed by sunscreen mists. Reapplying your sunscreen is a hassle. Even for someone like me that oftentimes reapplies multiple times a day, it's really hard and it's really annoying. The convenience of a sunscreen mist makes reapplying your sunscreen so effortless and like easy and just nice and all the above. A sunscreen mist is an excellent way to reapply. It's an SPF 30 and it's also broad spectrum, and the mist is actually pretty fine too, if you can see that. It also has like I would suggest not talking when you're spraying your sunscreen spray. It also has a pleasant scent to it. I've just been really enjoying this sunscreen lately. Last one we're gonna talk about today is this one from COPPERTONE. It's a body sunscreen. It's called the Glow with Shimmer SPF 30. If we're being honest, I don't really apply sunscreen to my body every single day. I know, let's just focus on the face first and then get to the body. But we don't wanna have porcelain skin on our face and then raisin skin on our body. That's just not gonna be a good look. And the sun really don't care where it's hitting. You can get skin cancer on your face or you can get it on the body. No matter what, you gotta protect your skin. This one's really beautiful because it's really lightweight on the skin. It doesn't have that really traditional sunscreen kind of smell, but that shimmer is really, really beautiful, especially when it hits the sun. You all know I love a glowy complexion on the face. Why not on my body? I really encourage you to check this out and let's all try, me included, let's all try and take care of our body like we do our face. I get pretty lazy with that, just like my whole body routine in general. My face has like 20 serums and sunscreen and I'm reapplying throughout the day and my body's just like crying for help. But anyways, this one is really nice. Definitely recommend it. So those are all my sunscreen recommendations. I hope you find one that you absolutely love. There are so many ones on the market for you. Whether you want a matte finish, a glowy finish, whether you want chemical or mineral, you can find the one you love, and I swear to you, these sunscreens, they are not like what we remember. No goopy, greasy feeling. They will be beautiful on the skin. You will find the finish to be so elegant that you really want to use it every single day. And sunscreen is so important to wear, so I highly recommend you do your research. Go searching for your favorite. It is out there, I promise. All of these amazing sunscreens will be listed down below. You can also find my socials there. Make sure to go follow me on TikTok and Instagram. And like always, before you go, give this video a big thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe and make sure to hit that bell notification. Thank you all so much for watching. Good luck on your sunscreen journey. Do not be afraid to ask questions below. Happy to help you find your perfect sunscreen. Thanks everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.